Today we're going to talk about Gunstar Heroes on the Sega Genesis, a treasure classic and one of my favorite... What's this? Never heard of this before. It had a sequel on the Game Boy Advance? Why haven't I heard about this? Well, that's what we're about to find out today. Now, after that impossible not to be cringy intro, that is kind of what happened with this game for me. A long time ago I heard about Gunstar Superhero and Heroes and forgot about it, but never knew what it was till I was looking for a ROM so I could get a good quality version of the Genesis game, and found the Game Boy Advance ROM. What I didn't describe in the intro is that it's a sequel, sorta, in the guise of like a Hollywood reboot, basically. It's on the same creative level as like the female Ghostbusters movie, in that it's retelling the same story that the original did, but as a sequel. Now we'll start talking about the story and levels, because they're the exact same thing in both games. Oh wait, my bad. Except in Gunstar Superheroes, in its case, it just happened again. First level is the Forest Village level, where you fight soldiers attacking a village of elves. The Santa Claus, small type, not the hot, tall interspecies or view type. Don't judge me. Damn Nextaku. There you fight Papaya Dance, the first sub-boss, and a giant plant. And a square man called Bravo Man on top of a pyramid. And the final boss of the level, Pinky and her crew. Super changes very little by adding a weird minigame where you catch fairies, a waste of time shooting segment, and a cool boss fight with Pinky. Then you get to the railway level where your jump changes to which wall you're riding on, ceiling or floor. In Gunstar Superheroes, it has a third dynamic where you fly in the center of the screen. Just keep fighting till you get to the real reason everyone loves this level. It is the Great Seven Force, piloted by Green. The cool thing about this fight is that there are 7 forms he takes throughout the fight. He randomly changes to each form till he is defeated, or if you lose. If you lose, you get a different group of boss fights. It's an RNG battle. Depending on the difficulty, it changes his health, some of his combat patterns, and how many forms he goes into. Highest difficulty, he uses all 7 forms, where medium rank, you get 5. Now for the biggest change / level of the game. Genesis version of the airship all you have to do is aim up and shoot. Can't do that? I don't know what to tell you. Now you've just completed the first third of this level. Fight some easy sub-bosses, then meet the jacked Sergeant Slaughter Orange in a helicopter fight. GBA version. This is the worst of the entire game. You're flying a helicopter through the city, fighting tanks and fighter jets, till you run into a giant gunship. Sounds cool, right? I thought so, till I played it. You're playing a twin-stick shooter, where instead of having a right joystick, you get to aim with L and R buttons. Basically Contra 3. All you do is hold A and B, and that's it, and survive. And get on the airship, and fight Orange on his fighter jet. Now we're on to the board game level. Now I know what you're thinking. Board game? Yes, like a Mario Party, rolling dice, landing on spaces that send you to a minigame, a boss fight, and an item space, with health and guns. Super adds a few wrinkles by having stages that you can fall down to that send you to old areas that you already went to. And you have to work your way back up. The dice roll that sends you back one, if you ever need one space, just mash right after you get to the stage select screen. Work your way till the end and you meet Black, Gambling King. The OG game does a lot better to show off the themes of this level by having him roll dice for his attacks, because he's a gambler. Now we're into the end game. Your friends are captured, the gems used to resurrect the God of Ruin have been stolen, and you have to save your friends, go into space, and chase the bad guy's battleship, crash into the second worst part of Super. It's just like the airship level, but side-scroller, and you have to move the camera with L and R. After all of this, you get to the re-fights, like Mega Man, but even cooler because they have all new fights with pink, orange, black, and of course green, and finally face off against the God of Ruin and beat the game. I've gone over the whole story of both games. Now, if you're wondering, so how's Gunstar Superheroes a sequel? Well, Red's a girl. The scientist and Green Sister are the same character now. And it takes place years later. It's told by the JRPG standard dialogue moments throughout the game. Even though I like how it tells the story and shows the cool art off, but where are red and blue? The story acts like it's ancient history, but pink, orange, green, and black are here. So now let's talk a little bit about gameplay. Gunstar Heroes on the Genesis has a lot of depth. In the fact that you get two styles, free and fixed shooting, and the 4 gun types: machine gun, laser, flame, and chaser, which combine any 2 guns into a super weapon. For this video, you've seen me use freestyle laser and chaser. Chaser goes through after any targetable thing on screen. Laser goes through everything. Combined, they find a target and hit it till it dies or you stop shooting. Problem is, it locks onto all the shit in the game: boxes, bags, a guy with a gun. You think it would hurt. The most powerful setup is fixed shooting, flame, and chaser. Why, you ask? Fixed forces you to stand still while you shoot, and flame chaser shoots a controllable fire that means you can stand in the safe area and hit anywhere on the screen. Hard. Don't want to be OP? Try machine gun laser and comb the screen by pressing up and down randomly, or even pick up double chaser and cover yourself with stars that fly after enemies. Gunstar Heroes on the Genesis has depth. And that's not including that it has 2-player co-op to add even more craziness and even more depth to the combos that you can use. Now let's talk about Gunstar Superheroes' depth and how disappointing it is. If I was to compare these games to another company, it would be From Software's. And I hate that I'm the one saying this right now. Dark Souls to Sekiro. Gunstar Heroes being Dark Souls, and that your build dictates how you handle each fight and how hard or easy of a time you'll have with each fight. Super is Sekiro in the fact that it's fairly hard till you learn the patterns and what tools work for each fight. Sometimes becoming a waste of time, honestly. The only way you get a challenge out of yourself is to play it on hard. But after that, the only way to get a challenge is to stop playing for a long time. Forget everything but the fact that you liked the game. And most people won't think that because of the awful mini-games in every world. Gunstar Heroes is a classic for a reason. One of the best side-scroller shooter beat-em-ups ever made. While Super is just in its shadow, trying to be something new, but failing. Honestly, don't play it unless you want to see the cool art and are a mega fan of the original. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Look in the description below, and you can subscribe to my BitChute, or if you're on BitChute, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Game over.